to our new class now. Good evening, Ajay. Good evening, Karan. Good evening, Surinder. How are you all? Like we people are, it is like 43 degree temperature. Our temperature over here is 43.7. How about you? I know it will take 5 minutes to come, let everyone enter into the class. By that time, let's talk about something. We'll make a environment bit friendly. What about your temperature? Like today's current temperature in Jaipur is 43.7, I guess. Too hot. Avijit, good evening. Vishakha, good evening. Karan, you're at the right place. Punjab 42, Bihar 35. Abhi, it's mine one is highest one. Hana 43.7. 41 Karnataka. Mappa. Sridhar, good evening. Nisha, good evening. We people are too fortunate. We enjoy all the weathers. It's whether it's cold. 42. Ankita, it's almost same. Delhi and Jaipur is almost same. Acha, do you people revised registration? Have you people revised registration? Very good. Very good. Very good. And we'll be doing tax invoices. Acha, shall we start? Kya? Anyone have any doubt? You people can ask. People are joining. We'll wait for 2-3 minutes. By that time, if you have any doubt, you are free to ask. It's regarding any topic I'll answer. Don't worry, it's not been taken up by me. If you have a doubt, you can ask me since I am having the class. Just don't, always follow one point. Don't take a doubt away. Don't take a doubt in the room of your study. If there is a doubt, ask the concerned person because this doubt is a smaller one when it's there in your head. But if it is being given time, it becomes a problem. So, any doubt, always have concept clarity. Always. Don't ratify. There are always some concept related to the topic. If you know about the topic, you will get it. Acha, ठीक है. Till the time everyone is coming, I'll ask you some questions and you people answer me. Ma'am, please drag and drop the video displayed on the screen. Perfect. I did it. Sorry. Perfect, perfect. Technical team, I did it.
Sure.
Perfect. Thank you. Wait, till the time everyone is joining, can I ask some questions and you people give me the answers? What it is? Whenever you buy any article or services, whenever you buy any product and the invoice which you get, it is the GST element shown separately or it is shown in a totality that this is the selling price? What do you say? Is the GST element shown separately or it is in the total value? Separately. Okay, okay, separately. Okay. Next question to you is, whenever you take a invoice, have you seen the GSTN number of the supplier? Have you seen the GSTN number of the supplier? Okay, okay. Next question to you is, in the billing address, do they mention our name or sometimes they don't also? In the billing address, nowadays, whenever e-billing is being done, do they mention our name or sometimes they don't also? Whatever you think, give me the answer. This is what the whole topic is all about. Mention, okay. They mention our name, done. Anything, anyone else? Sometimes they don't mention. See, it is getting now. Sometimes they mention, sometimes they don't mention. Okay, Avijit came with a concrete answer. In B2C bill, nothing mentioned. No, Avijit, it is not like that. If you are buying AC, if you are buying refrigerator, you need the warranty and conditions. So your name is mentioned. See, and those are B2C transaction. Remember? See, think about. Yes, Avijit, maximum time. This is what I wanted to ask, maximum time. So today we'll know when to mention and when not to mention. Actually, shall we start the class now? Beta, shall we start the class now? Perfect. Now we waited for everyone to join. Dhanalakshmi, very good. So now I know every one of your name, right? Okay, so we'll start. Today's we've got a lecture of tax invoice, credit note, and debit note. Important point of view. If I talk about in the section terms, it is from section 31 to 34. Though if you learn section, they are good enough. I'll try to mug up those sections with you like I did it in the turnover also, in the registration also, right? So we'll start. A bit overview about the chapter. Uh, Tax invoice, credit and debit note. There is a word called tax invoice. I'll tell you what is the actual meaning of tax invoice. Wherever value of good plus GST is shown, this is known as tax invoice. This is what is known as tax invoice. Then credit and debit note. So many times I give sale return. Okay, I'll ask you, you people answer me. I bought 1,000 rupees goods, but due to some defect, I did not like good of rupees 500 and I went to the shopkeeper. So in that case, what will the shopkeeper will issue me? This is simple basic accounts. What will the shopkeeper issue me? A credit note or a debit note? Very good. That's the same thing. That's a credit note. Perfect. Next example. Very good, beta. This is the same thing here also. Next, debit note. You people answer. I have ordered good worth rupees 1 lakh. Good worth rupees 1 lakh. But due to some mistake or error, good came to me worth rupees 1 lakh 20,000 and I accepted the extra quantity. My original invoice was for rupees 1 lakh. Now the shopkeeper will issue me. Very good, Anil. Now the shopkeeper will issue me a debit note. Will issue me a debit note. Can I call the debit note a supplementary invoice? Can I call it? I'm asking you people. Can I call it a supplementary invoice? An additional invoice in place of, in addition to the main. Perfect. This is, see, we are doing it debit, asset, credit, all. Very good, Anil. Now, prohibition of unauthorized collection of taxes. First, we'll understand this also. Then I'll go to that place also. Every one of you might have always visited a mithai ka dukan. That is a sweet shop. Everyone visited? Everyone must have visited right now. Do you know maximum sweet sellers are not registered, but they charge GST. They charge GST at the rate 5%. Just imagine if they are already earning 15% profit on each sweet plus 5%, how much profit are they taking from the consumer? They are taking 20% profit. 5% in the name of GST, though they are not registered. Now, don't you think it is unauthorized collection of taxes? Don't you think it is unauthorized collection of taxes? Right? It should be prohibited, no? Perfect, na? It should be. That is what. Next. The goods which I'm selling is of 12% GST rate. But this is what you people know about that. Since you learning, you know it is 12%. But the common people don't know the rate. And I'm charging 18% for it. Now tell me, the middle 5% is my profit now. Is this right to be done by me? Yes, Sridhar, it is illegal. It should not be done. Yes, then it is prohibition of unauthorized collection of taxes. Then amount of tax to be indicated in the invoice and other documents. See, I told you, na, it is very much compulsory that the unethical. Very good, Anil. It is very much important that the GST should be shown separately. Now, so see, I've told you the whole concept. Now we'll reach to this portion also. Okay, now revise tax invoice. We only did it. Remember? See, my registration criteria, that is, I crossed the turnover on 1st April and I applied for registration on 5th April, but I got the registration on 30th April. Now, this is what I applied for, GST REG 01, and I got the registration in GST REG 06. See, we did it in the last class. Now tell me, in this case, tell me, you people tell me, I'm registered from what date? I'm registered. Very good. Very good. I'm registered from 1st April. Do you people remember? I have to issue revised tax invoice within 30 days. Do you people remember? I have to issue revised tax invoice within 30 days in order to give the credit to those people who bought goods from me at the time when I'm deemed to be registered, but I was not registered. So this is revised tax invoice. Then consolidated tax invoice. Okay, we'll do it consolidated tax invoice. Sometimes when it is B2C, business to consumer, sometimes it is B2C, business to consumer, and say I'm buying a Renault pen. See, remember, I'm buying just a simple pen worth rupees 5. Now, do you think the shopkeeper will issue me an invoice? Do you think? I'm just buying a pen of rupees 5 rupees, right? The shopkeeper will not issue me an invoice. But in the day, I have sold 1,000 such pen. That means it makes a huge amount, which is 5,000 rupees. In that case, GST says, Pal ma'am, in the end of the day, you have to issue a consolidated tax invoice. Did you people get the topic of consolidated tax invoice? At the end of the day, I'll issue one invoice, which is known as consolidated tax invoice. Okay. Next, how many of, have we done composition scheme? Section 10.1, 10.2, 10.2A? Beta, have we done compo? Perfect, perfect. Do you people remember the composition scheme can't collect taxes from its customer? Do you people remember? Right? And yes, and they have to issue bill of supply, and they have to issue bill of supply. Remember now? Yes, yes. Can anybody tell me bill of supply is also used? I don't know. Have you done exempted chapter? I asked you last time also. Have you done the chapter exemption? Beta, if you are selling exempted good, then also you have to issue the bill of supply. If you are selling exempted good, then also you have to issue bill of supply. So we can say bill of supply is for section 11 also and section 10 also. 10 stands for compo and 11 stands for exemption of CGST Act. Receipt voucher. When I take an advance, I have not made sale yet. So I can't issue an invoice. So when I'll take an advance, I'll give you a receipt voucher. Perfect. Then payment voucher. If due to some reason the sale is not fructified, I could not sell you the article, I will give you your money back. At that time, I'll issue the payment voucher. Right? Then in case of RCM, acha, I know you people have done RCM also, right? In case of RCM also, when I make the payment, I issue a payment voucher. Then refund voucher, when I refund the money, I issue a refund voucher. And sometimes invoice cannot be issued. In that place, we issue a delivery challan. Can I ask you a question about delivery challan? See, I'm very specific. I'm asking you, and I ask you a question about delivery challan. Okay, how many of you know about goods sent on approval basis? How many of you know about goods sent on approval basis? We've done it in foundation also. Everyone knows na? Okay, so example is Gayatri, I have given you some jewelry on approval basis. My person will come to you, and once you approve, at that time the invoice will be issued. But the point is these goods to be removed from my premises. In that case, the invoice will not be issued. Rather, what will be issued? Rather, what will be issued? A delivery challan will be issued. So have you people have a thorough revision? It's like good sent on trial. Yes, Anil. Perfect. So you people have a thorough revision. What we going to read? Shall we start it? See, now it is, I've took, yes, now my numbers are also complete. I know we people are there. Shall we start? Now we start. Basic understanding about the chapter 31 to 34. Now, types of document issued by different supplier. I have already done that. Now, introduction and invoice. Okay, important part. Important thing is in GST, you can call invoice. That also means the same thing. You can call tax invoice. That also means the same thing. So it is invoice or tax invoice, one and the same thing. An invoice is a commercial instrument issued by supplier of goods, service or both to a recipient. Invoice. Okay, so it means like for example, if I'm giving you services, it is the one, I am the one who will issue you a invoice. So I am the supplier, you people are recipient. Okay, what is the objective of issuing the invoice? It identify both the party, me and you. Item list, item sold, service supplied. It gives the detail of the item also. Describe the item sold, service supplied. It tell you the description also. Then it says quantify the item sold, how much quantity you've taken, it tells. Shows the date of shipment. It also date the billing address that it was sold on so and so date. Then mode of transport, it could be by you can take it or I will send it. Either your agent will take it, either my agent will give you. So the mode of delivery also. Show the price and the discount and the tax portion on the same. It will show the price also and the discount also. Have you people done transaction value? See, if you've done, I'll go in depth. If you've not done, I'll take it in a lighter mode. Have you done transaction value, section 15? Perfect. Okay, so my question to you is, which kind of discount is shown on the invoice? Which kind of discount is shown on the invoice? I'll give you, shall I give you option primary or secondary? See, I give you the primary. Yes, primary discounts are shown on the invoice. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, shows the delivery and the payment. If we have some kind of terms between us regarding the delivery or payment, it will be shown. Nothing to learn, a brief introduction. Characteristic of tax invoice. To ensure transparency, issuance of invoice for every taxable transaction is very important. Okay, can anybody tell me if you people are attentive? I'm selling you exempted good. What will I issue? I'm selling you exempted good. What will I issue? Very good. BOS. है ना? Board of Studies? No, it's bill of supply. है ना? Okay, okay. Now, an invoice serves as a demand for the payment. है ना? Section 10 boss. Okay, an invoice serves as a demand for the payment of by the supplier. But of course, if I'm giving you the invoice, this shows that I'm demanding the payment. An invoice is a document of title when consideration is paid in full. How many people know about document of title and document showing title? How many? Beta, whenever you are taking my class, please remember, whenever you are taking my class, always keep a register with you. Teaching is my passion. And whenever there is a word and it has a meaning, I'll always give you the meaning of it, whether it is related to us or not, so that in exam you don't get confused between different words. See, now remember registration. Very good. Remember, if it is a document of title, it is transferable. It is transferable. Example, movie ticket. Movie ticket is transferable, right? जबकि document showing transfer title is not transferable. Like my will, my father wrote a will in my name. Even if it is in the hands of Vedant, Vedant can't claim the property of my father because it is not. Yes. So always remember, invoice is a document of title. Okay. Now you people tell me the answer. Vedant, you bought certain goods, but you are not in requirement of it. So you gave me the invoice and I've paid you the money. And you told, ma'am, go and get those goods. Will I get the goods? Will I get the goods? Vedant, give me his yes. I will get the goods. Okay, Abhijit said rail ticket. Can anybody tell me? Rail ticket is document of title or document showing title? Can anybody tell me? DOT or DST? Right in the short form. Document showing title. Yes, it's a document showing title. You can't transfer your rail ticket, right? Next. Registered person cannot avail ITC unless he is in the possession of a tax invoice or a debit note. So if you need to claim ITC, you've already done the chapter, section 16, Hannah. If you need to claim ITC, you should be in the possession of the invoice. Then the type of invoice to be issued depends upon the category of registered person making the supply. We've done already. Bill of supply, invoice, consolidated. It depends what kind of supply and what kind of registered person you are. There is no format prescribed for the tax invoice, but only certain fields have been prescribed as mandatory field. Okay. Like we'll take it like an example. Sometimes you get an invoice on A4 sheet, right or wrong? Sometimes you buy a certain article, they give you invoice on A4 sheet. True now? Okay. When you go to these big bazaars and McDonald's, they give you invoice in those roll white pages, right? True? So is there a right format? No, there is no right format. But the content have been prescribed by GST rules. Then further, invoice may be issued manually. Ma'am, what are the mandatory? Abhijit, we are just going to do it. And it is very easy also. It is there. Lot of time it's been repeated. Further, invoice may be issued manually or electronically. Issuance of electronic invoice is not mandatory up to certain level of aggregate turnover. Okay, there are two type of invoice, a manual invoice and a e-invoice. E-invoice is applicable only those vendor on whose aggregate turnover in any of the preceding previous year from 17-18 exceeded 5 crore. It is there. We have this option and this is known as e-invoice schema. This I don't think I'll be able to take it today. E-invoice we'll be taking in the next session. If possible, I'll take it today also. But as of now, we know how many kind of invoice could be issued, physical and e-invoice. E-invoice is not mandatory for all. It is only for those vendors whose aggregate turnover of in any of the preceding year from 2017-18 have crossed how much rupees? Can anybody write me? How much rupees? Ever crossed 5 CR. Okay, done. Today's class will be focusing other than e-invoice. Once other invoices are clear, then we'll go to e-invoice. Now, particulars of tax invoice. Avijit asked me right now, ma'am, what are the mandatory field? See, Avijit, now I remember your name perfectly. Hai? So these are. There is no format prescribed for an invoice, but GST rules makes it mandatory for an invoice to have the following field. Now we'll see the name, address, and the GSTN of the supplier. See, when the class started, I told you this. If I'm the supplier, my name, my address, and my GSTN will be there. A consecutive serial number not exceeding 16 character. Can anybody tell me what is my GSTN? How many digits are there in my GSTN? How many digits? Very good. I'll tell you this also. There are 16 character. If it can have alphabets, numbers, or special character like hyphen, dash, slash, or any combination thereof, which is unique for a financial year. Structure mandatory for business entity exceed 5 crores. Yeah, Anil. If you exceed 5 crore, there is a specific structure which is known as e-invoice schema. We'll be doing it, but today I think I won't be able to take it. In the next class, I'll be taking that up, right? Okay, now I'll tell you this 16 character. What I have noticed, usually what shopkeepers do, every year they have to give a 16 character unique identity to their invoice. What they do, they usually, this is usual, right? Abhijit, this is yearly, beta. It is yearly. It could not be monthly, na beta. It is yearly. Now, see, I'll tell you, 10-digit PAN. This is a very simple, sweet combination one can opt. 10-digit PAN. Now, then the 4-digit, your year of issuance. For example, right now it is 2026. So 10 and 4 makes it 15. And or sometimes you can keep it like this also. Keep it 26. So 10 and 26 makes it 12. Still you have 4-digit and gives that invoice number like 10001. So usually जो vendors होते हैं, they opt like this. So it becomes easy. 10-digit pen remain common. The year keeps on changing year to year basis and invoice number 001. This is just an example I gave. Do you people understood? Did you people understood? Perfect. Okay, we'll do it more now. So it says date of issue, of course, date of issue. If recipient is registered, the name, address, and GSTR or UIN. What is UIN? Don't say me unique identity number. I have only taught you and I know you know the full form. To whom are they issued? Don't write me the full form. Yes, to the foreign embassies. Perfect. Otherwise, usually I get the answer, ma'am, it is unique identity number. Perfect. Okay, consulates. If recipient is unregistered and the value of the supply is 50,000 or more, then the name, address of the recipient, address of delivery, and the name of the state or the state code should be mentioned. It is very important. If I'm purchasing, say, I've purchased my phone and it is of more than 50,000 rupees, then even if it is B2C supply, my name and my state code should be mentioned by the vendor. Then, if recipient is unregistered and the value of supply is less than 50,000, then the name, address of the recipient, address of delivery within the same state or the state code. Only when registered person requests these details to be recorded on the tax invoice. Remember, this question could be asked. If, for example, I have bought a phone and for that phone it is of 60,000 rupees. In that case, the vendor has to ask me my name and the state where I will take the state where I belong to. But if the value is less than 50,000, the vendor is not complied, not obliged to do so. But if I want my name and address to be mentioned, then he is obliged to do so. Everyone got it? Everyone? Do people get it? Got it. Perfect. Note. In case of supply of online money gaming or through ECO or OIDR. Now you tell me, I won't even read it. See, I'm getting goods from Blinkit. Will they know my address? Tell me, will they know my address? And it is always in my name, like the bill is in my name. So tell me, even if the good is of below 50,000 rupees, in these online cases, the name and the address of the recipient is always there. It is what is written. Service to a recipient who is unregistered, irrespective of the value of supply. A tax invoice issued by the registered person shall contain the name of the state of the recipient, and the same shall be deemed to be the address of the record of the recipient. So it's but natural. If you are buying something online, your name and your address will be there provided to them. So yes, there irrespective of the value of the goods. Then the next thing what is there is harmonized system of nomenclature code for goods or service accounting code. Okay, how many of us know about HSN code? Ma'am, okay. Abhijit, I'll tell. I've got a question. OIDAR, we've done in registration. It need to have compulsory registration under section 24, and OIDAR full form is Online Information Data Access Retrieval Service. Says ma'am, example, Netflix. Now got it, Abhijit? OIDR is okay? Done? Done. In registration, we only had a name and it says you need to have a compulsory registration. Now. Okay, how many of us know about HSN code? How many of us know about? Okay, okay, everyone knows it. Perfect. Now I'll tell you. Uh, I'm wearing a bangle. It could be of a kanch ka glass bangle also. Like in Jaipur, we have a lakh ka bangle. It could be of a lakh ka bangle also. In Kolkata, we have seep ka bangle. It could be a seep bangle also, and it could be a gold bangle also. Tell me, all of the example which I gave are bangle, but are they value same? Y or N? Are they value same? No, they don't value same. That means we need to have a code on which we can segregate these bangle, and that is what is known as harmonized system of nomenclature. It is used worldwide. It is used worldwide. Yes, exactly, Adil. And it is usually 8-digit code, and it is used for goods. It is used for goods. Then we have service accounting code. As mentioned, it is used for services. We have it in our course. We'll do it. Today only we'll do it. Now, description of goods and services. Description of goods and service both. Quantity of good. The value of supply of goods and service. Taxable value of goods and service after discount. Yes, Avijit said 6-digit also. But there can be 4-digit also. But the question is how many digit HSN is off? The answer is 8-digit. Then rate of GST to be mentioned. Amount of GST charged for taxable goods, the place of supply along with the name of the state where the supply is interstate supply. Have we people done POS? Have we people done POS? Place of supply? Perfect. So we need to mention the place also. That's why it is intra or enter, right? Then very good. The address of delivery where the same is different from the place of supply. Do we remember about that bill to ship to model? Do you people remember? Yes, there is a difference of billing address. Yes, so that also you have to mention. One more example. For example, I'm in Jaipur and I have ordered gift for Kashish. So the point is the billing address is at Jaipur, but Kashish, you are in Delhi now, right now? Yeah, see, UP. Okay. So Kashish is in UP. So the delivery address is different. Can anybody tell me what will be the POS? In this case, what will be the place of supply? Can anybody tell me? I am in Jaipur. Very good. Kashish has given me the right answer. Abhijit, very good. It will be UP where the actual delivery took place. Perfect. No, beta. It will be UP. It will be UP. And not the billing address, rather the shipping address. Now, see, you've got revision now, where the GST is payable on RCM basis, signature or digital signature of the supplier or his authorized representative. However, such signature would not be required in case of e-invoice. So, if it is under RCM, the invoice or if the ma'am in section who get ITC, but in this section who get the ITC, it is bill to ship to module, then it is different. And in billing address, shipping address is different, the answer is different, right? It depends now, beta, I'm registered or I'm not registered. The case is like that. Now, where the GST is payable on RCM basis, signature or the digital signature of supplier should be there. But if e-invoice is applicable, the digital signatures are not required. Quick response code. Okay, how many of you have seen those QR codes? Can anybody tell me? Like this. There are two type of QR codes, quick response code. One is known as dynamic and the other one is known as static. You people know about it? There are two type of QR codes, dynamic and static. Very good. Okay, I'll tell you. When I use my phone and I get that QR code and the amount is pre-filled, it's pre-filled. It is known as dynamic code. Yes. And if it is static, I have to fill the amount of sale, then it is known as static. So QR code we are talking about, right? Yes. QR code of dynamic keeps on changing. Now, then it says quick response code have embedded invoice reference number in it when when issued invoice is a e-invoice under Rule 48(8). Okay, first question to you people are: have you ever seen an invoice on which QR code was embedded? Have you ever seen an invoice on which Gayatri, we have invoices. Like, for example, usually you people note when you buy goods from these big stores, you get the invoice on which the QR code is embedded. Or even if the QR code is not embedded, they provide you QR code on the POS machine to scan it and make the payment. Yes, yes, yes. So in that case, that's a case of right, electric bill. Electric bill, not exactly, Sridhar. No, we'll read it. Okay, yes, okay. So, a declaration as below through mandatory, but e-invoice is not required to be issued. Okay, important thing is, if you are under a criteria to issue a e-invoice, that means from 17-18 till date. In any financial year, your turnover crossed 5 crore. You are under an obligation to issue a e-invoice. As the name suggests, e means electronic. So tell me, will the internet will be used for it? You tell me. See, nothing to ratify. It is just to understand, right? Yes, the internet will be used for it. Tell me, if there is a complete lockdown, because like in Jammu and Kashmir during those tense time, the internet was broke down. The internet was deactivated by the government. So as a vendor, can I issue a e-invoice? Tell me. As a vendor, can I issue a no, na? So I get a special permission that though I am liable to issue a e-invoice, still I am not issuing a e-invoice. See, then I have to write what? I have to write I hereby declare that though the aggregate turnover in preceding financial year from 17-18 onwards is more than the aggregate turnover of 5 crore, we are not required to prepare an e-invoice. So always remember, if you are obliged to issue a e-invoice, but still you are not issuing, that means you've got a special permission and you have to mention this line on your invoice. Tell me, do you people understood? No need to learn as such content. We have more to learn. Perfect. So many times, so options. Like during we have exam centers, then the internet facility has been disabled so that the cheating could be stopped. So e-invoice could not be issued. Then facility of digital payment to recipient. How? Now, first of all, you people, do you people make payment cash basis or online? Most of the time, what do you do? Cash, C or O? PC. The answer is online. That means I have provided you a facility that you can make the payment online. So there it is. The central government, on the recommendation of GST Council, may prescribe the classes of registered person who shall provide prescribed modes of electronic payment to the receiver and give option to such receiver to make payment. However, no rule have been prescribed. Okay, can anybody tell me? I have purchased tomatoes of rupees 20. Can I pay online? What do you say? Can I pay online? Yes, now why rules are required? Rules are not required. Nowadays, you can pay even 5 rupees ads online. So no rule required that this should be the amount to be paid online. Not required, right? Now, manner of issuing invoice. Okay, this is a good one. If it is an invoice of good, we'll issue it in 3 copies. The original one is for you people, that is the recipient. The duplicate one is for the transporter and the triplicate one is for me, that is the supplier. But if it is for the service, it will have only 2 copies. The original one is for the recipient and the duplicate one is for the, you can't keep my mind on the transport now to give it you for a class, no, now. So we don't have a transporter, rather only 2 copies. Then tax invoice issued by a supplier of, have you people understood yourself? Yeah, tell me. If it is a tax invoice, but sure, it will be a taxable supply. Tell me, you people understood? If it is a tax invoice, it is a taxable supply, because for exempted supply, we have bill of supply. So this is what the point is. Tax invoice shall be issued by a registered person. Can anybody tell me? Have I written right? These are the sections of registration. Tell me. Have I written right? Perfect. 22 turnover, 24 compulsory, 25 voluntary. Right? Okay. Now, then it says supplying taxable goods or service both. Supplier means, this could be their exam. Supplier means person supplying goods, service both, and shall include an agent acting on the behalf of such supplier. So if Karan is my agent, I could also supply goods to Dhanalakshmi, whereas Karan on my behalf can also supply goods to Dhanalakshmi. Can anybody tell me? What about the registration criteria of agent? Who will tell me? We had it in the last class. What is the registration criteria of an agent? Who will tell me? Compulsory or optional? Okay, I'll give you a hint. Compulsory or optional? Very good. It is mandatory. Okay. What is an exception? What is an exception? Remember, I know one of the student is from that area only. Yes, Nikunj got the answer. APMC. See, we had an example of Vashi, right? APMC. Perfect. APMC, that is the agriculture produce agents. These people are not required to have compulsory registration. Perfect. Now, then we have meaning of recipient. Who's recipient? Recipient of good service both means. Please remember this one is good one. When consideration is payable, for example, the goods or service will be taken up by my son, but it is the one who I am the one who's paying the payment. That means I'm the recipient. Person liable to pay consideration for the supply of goods service, both. In that case, I'll be the recipient. Where the consideration is not payable, for example, it might be a gift or something, then person to whom the goods are delivered or made available. Then where consideration is not payable for the supply of service, then the person to whom the service is rendered. Note, recipient shall include an agent acting on behalf of the recipient. Okay. Can anybody tell me the difference between both of them? Can anybody tell me the difference between delivered and made available? See, I'm waiting for your replies. What is the difference between delivery and made available? Is there a difference on it, or they are same thing? Am I unable to see they are different? Very good, Dhanalakshmi. Then what is the difference? I need to know the answer. Are they same or they are different? Ma'am, both are different. Both are different. Okay, so I'll tell you. If I'm giving you a made available at gate, Dhanalakshmi, I'll give you the answer. If anything comes from my factory or my shop to your place, that is, I've made a delivery. But anything which will be assembled at your place, supply completed. Yes, Anil, but anything which will be assembled at your place, then it is known as made available. For example, a solar panel, it doesn't come as it is. It is assembled at your roof. So it is known as made available. Everyone got it? Everyone got it? Perfect? Perfect. Now, time limit for issuance of tax invoice in case of supply of goods. Okay. So, I'll explain you. You need not to learn it like don't ratify. See, I'm a vendor. You people tell me what to has to be done and that will be the answer. I'm a vendor. You people are recipient. Here the truck is. Okay, here the truck is where your goods are there, and this is my factory gate. Tell me, once the truck comes out, is e-waybill required? Tell me, when the truck comes out, is e-waybill required? Very true, it is required. Okay, the e-waybill is a subordinate document. That means an e-way bill is a subordinate document. That means there will be a main document. There will be a, yes, main document, and along with that, a e-way bill is attached. That means it is a subordinate document. Now tell me, what will be the main document? It will be the invoice. It will be the invoice. Now tell me, See, invoice right now. Now, as per your answer, what is the right answer? You tell me. Invoice should be issued either before the delivery, either before the removal or at the time of removal. Is this correct or wrong? Invoice should be issued either before the removal or at the time of removal. True or false? At the time, है ना? True ना बेटा? बिल्कुल बाहर तो निकल ही नहीं सकता, because we, yes, before or at the time. This is what is mentioned. See, read it. When the supply involve movement of good, the tax invoice has to be issued before or at the time of removal as the goods are supplied to the recipient. So it become easy now. Now tell me, I did an agreement with you on 25th November, and the good to you people will be delivered on 5th December, but the good will be removed from my premises on 30th November. Now tell me, what will be the date of invoice? What will be the date of invoice? Exactly, either before 30th November or on 30th November. Everyone got it? Either before 30th November. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Shall we proceed? Shall we? Perfect, you've got it, no? ठीक है. I think today I'm taking a test sort of. For every word I'm asking a thing or the one. है ना? Now, tax invoice issued by a supplier of taxable goods and taxable service. Now, where the supply does not involve movement of good. Who will give me the answer? Does not involve movement of good. See, I could not see the chats. And if I don't see the chat, I won't take the class. Hi, everyone. Yes, yes. Very good. Very good. Okay, I'm the vendor. Tell me. I'll give you an example. You people are recipient. You people came to me and took the good. So, it is my duty to deliver the good, or you've taken the goods? You've taken now, so see, read it. So tax invoice has to be issued before, at the time of delivery of good, or making them available to the recipient. So once you take the good, at that time, either before or at that time, I'll issue the invoice. In case of continuous supply of good, who will give me example of continuous supply of good? Who will give me example of continuous supply of goods? Very good. We've got a gas. Very good. Electricity could be there. Yes, it could be water canes. Perfect. Okay. We'll take it as a water cane. Okay. We'll take the example of water cane. In my office, we usually have one water cane every day. One water cane every day, usually. But see, Sundays there is no requirement because we are not working on Sundays. Sometimes we keep a off also, like national holiday or something. That means the person who's supplying cane to me, do he bring at the month end a statement? Tell me, do he brings a statement? At the month end, this person might have bring a statement to me, and it is very much fortunate what it will be if it is a 30 days month, 4 Sundays. That means if I have to pay 26 rupee, मतलब 26 days ka, and if imagine one cane is of 100 rupees, it is very much clear I have to pay him every month 2600 rupees. So the invoice will be issued. If the statement comes to me first, yes, month end bill is generated. Now, remember, if the statement comes to me first, then the invoice should be issued either before the statement or at the time of issuance of statement. But statement might be coming to me on 4th of next month, but on 1st I made the payment worth rupees 2600. Then the invoice must be issued at the time of payment. Do you people understood? It could be either the statement or the payment, whichever is done first, as the case may be, the invoice should be issued accordingly. Have you people got it? Have you people got it? It could be either a statement or it could either be a monthly payment, right? We'll read it and I'll give you one more example. For continuous supply of good, where successive statement of account or successive payment are involved, the tax invoice shall be issued before or at the time when such statement is issued or such payment is received. I'll give you one more example. Do you people have, do you people get newspaper at your homes? Do you people get newspaper at your homes? Right? Now imagine what I'm telling. For example, if I take, it is almost every month, I know I have to make the vendor payment of 450 rupees, either 10 rupees more or either 10 rupees less. At 5th of every next month, a person from the vendor's premises comes to me with a statement where he tells me how many copies he delivered at my place. So if he is coming on 5th of May, but I know I have to pay him. I paid him on 1st May. Now tell me, till what date the invoice must be issued? Now tell me. 1st May. Perfect. Perfect. Very good. On the contrary, he bought me the statement. On 5th May, I saw the statement amount. And on the very next day, 6th May, I paid him 450 rupees. Tell me, what will be the invoice date? Perfect. You've got the answer. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, X Limited supplied filter water cans. It started supplying water cans to the shop of Mr. A, for which billing was done on 7th day of the next month. The first bill was generated on 7th December. Now the tax invoice has to be issued before 7th December. But if the payment is received before 7th December, then the invoice has to be issued on or before the date of receiving the payment. Did you people understood? Everyone, did you people ma'am, Wi-Fi bill is also example of continuous supply. Vijit, yes, but the example will be of service, a continuous service. We'll do it. We have it in our course. Now, manner of removal, but it is very simple. Manner of removal. See, either I will dispatch it to your place or you collect it from my place. Both the things are known as removal. Then illustration. A shopkeeper sell goods to customer in his shop on 10th July. A shopkeeper should issue invoice up to 10th July. Everyone got it? You people came to my shop and took the goods on 10th July. So the invoice should be issued either before 10th July or on 10th July. Everyone got it? Testing. Right? See, okay. A shopkeeper agrees to sell goods to a customer on 10th July and goods are to be delivered at some place. I have to deliver the good. Goods were removed from the shopkeeper place on 10th August. Tell me. And it was delivered to you on 18th August. Tell me. Till what date the invoice should be issued? 10th August. 10th August. Perfect. On or before. The right answer is yes. Karan, Gayatri, very right. The right answer is on or before 10th August. Now, goods sent on sale or return basis. So, we'll take it like this. Nowadays, we go to goldsmith, we go to jewelry shop. But initially, I remember when we were small and we had some marriages in our family, the jeweler used to come at our place and he used to bring 4 or 5 set. Hana? Among them, Mama used to take one set as a choice. Now tell me, when the goods were removed, can the invoice be issued? And this is my ghar and this is the jeweler's shop. Tell me, the goods were removed now. Can they be issued on the basis of invoice? Can anybody tell me? Can invoice be issued? No, the invoice cannot be issued because the jeweler also don't know whether ma'am will like it or not. So in the alternate, what will he issue? I told you, what will he issue? Invoice can't be issued. So yes, DC will be issued. Delivery challan will be issued. Now, Mama liked this jewelry. So once Mama say, yes, I like this jewelry, then the invoice will be issued. Everyone got it? Then the invoice will be issued. Right? Okay. So the jeweler shop, that uncle is very known to us. He kept this jewelry to us, but Mama did not said yes till the date. So the answer is the jeweler will wait for 6 months. Within 6 months from the removal, my mama did not accepted the jewelry. It will be taken as deemed sale. and the invoice need to be issued. Everyone got? Either my mama will accept it, then the invoice will be issued at the same time. But the goods are with mama, but she have not notified the jeweler. Then in that case, after the end of 6 months, the invoice need to be issued. Everyone got it? Everyone, I'm waiting. Right? Shall we start? Done. I'll read it. I'll read it. Perfect. Where the goods, including jewelry, being sent or taken within the state or outside the state, on approval, sale or return, are removed before the supply take place, then everyone, see, it has got no, then the delivery challan should be issued. The person carrying such good may carry invoice book so that can issue invoice once the supply is completed. If the sale is outside the state, then the IGST is payable. Further, the invoice shall be issued at the time earlier of, before or at the time of supply when my mama chose the good, or 6 months from the date of removal. Note, if artists remove their artwork to various gallery, where they have to exhibit and sold such galleries, then it should be removed under delivery challan or e-way bill. Such movement may be within the state or outside the state, and GST shall be charged accordingly. I'll tell you. See, every one of you are artist. Everyone have painted one or two paintings. But nobody buy one or two painting. Nowadays we need variety. We need option. So I'm an art exhibition person. I organize so many art exhibition. I asked you all people to give your painting to be exhibited in my exhibition. Now tell me, when these paintings were sent to me, are they for the sale matlab, are they sale? Tell me, when you people gave me those paintings, are they sale? No, they were not sale. So either then the delivery challan will be issued. You got it? And once the sale will be there, then the invoice will be issued. Everyone got it? Perfect. So, summary time, we've done all the supply. Now it's a exam for you people. It's a test for you people. Answer. Taxable supply, and we are doing goods. Today we've done, till now we've done goods. Now we'll start service. Hanji, if it involve movement of good, I'm sending goods to Gayatri. So the day it was removed from my premises, invoice should be issued either before or at the time. Okay, no movement of good. That means a solar system. Then at the time of delivery, but here delivery means made available. Here delivery means made available to you, ready to use condition. Then the next, sale or return basis. In that case, either at the time of supply or within 6 months from the removal, whichever is earlier. Who will sort it out? I have missed one intentionally. Which one is that? So that I know how many of you are present in the class. I've missed one. Which one is that? In case of good, I'm missing one. Which one is that? Yes, very good. You people are very attentive. Continuous. But approval we've done, na? Return basis. Continuous supply of goods. Perfect. And the answer is either the statement or the payment, whichever as the case may be. Either before or at the time. Right? Very good. Now, time limit for issuance of supply of service. Now we are doing service. First of all, tell me, did you people understood the goods? Did you people understood the goods? Perfect. Have we started with bill of supply? हाँ बेटा, Abhijit, there is a difference between e-way bill and delivery challan. Yes, the next topic is e-way bill only. There I will explain e-way bill, but delivery challan I'll do it today itself, right? I'll tell you. हाँ भाई, I was asking something, but I missed. Okay, I don't remember. First of all, tell me, have you people understood this supply invoice issuance in case of goods? Now we'll start with issuance of invoice in case of services. Shall we start? Shall we start? Perfect. Perfect. See, supply of service in a normal situation. Arey ma'am, what do we mean by normal situation? That means other than those services. See, there's so many options now. Other than this is known as a general situation or a normal situation. The invoice need to be issued either before the provision of the service, but a provision means completion. Hana, what do we mean by provision of service? Before the completion of the service or within 30 days from the supply of service. It becomes so easy. See, if my class end today, then I have to issue invoice within 30 days of today's class, or I can issue even before. Then 45 days in case of insurance companies, banking companies, financial institution, including NBFC. But in case of financial institution, the time period have been extended by 15 days. Now, have you people understood the first question, the first service? Then I'll ask the other one. Have you, in case of service, you can issue the invoice after service completion 30 days. Within 30 days from the completion of service. Everyone. Perfect. And in case of financial institution, this time period have been extended. Okay. Now, cessation of the supply of service before completion of supply. I'll tell. The vendor has to give me supply till 30th September. But anyhow, I did not like the quality. And today itself, on 28/4/2026, I ceased the services. I said I don't need any more. So till whatever portion he worked, he need to issue me invoice on this date itself. So you people got it? So see, the invoice should be issued at the time when the supply ceases. So this is 28/4 and such invoice shall be issued to the extent of supply affected before such cessation. Now tell me, how much amount will be there in the invoice? Only this period for which he rendered the service. Everyone got it? Hanji, everyone got it? Perfect. Now, in case of continuous supply of service, Hanji, who will tell me what is the duration of continuous supply of service? What is the minimum duration of continuous supply of service? No, Sridhar. It's not 30 days. It's not 30 days. It's 3 months. 3 months. Okay. So you've not done it. Okay, I'll tell you. Any service which is for more than 3 months is known as continuous supply of service. Again, any service which is for more than 3 months is known as continuous supply of service. We'll read it, then I'll give you example. Meaning, continuous supply of service means a supply of service which is provided or agreed to be provided continuously under a contract for period exceeding 3 months with a periodic payment obligation. So if you read this, tell me the answer. I had a agreement with you people to supply services for 3 months. Is this continuous supply? I'll give you services only for 3 months. Is this continuous supply? No, Karan, read it back. No, Karan, it is perfect. Abhijit, read it back. Read it back. No, you are not right. Beta, it has to be period exceeding 3 months. This is a googly to you and everyone is caught bold through this. Right? Yes, it has to be more than 3 months, exceeding 3 months. Always remember. Now, okay. So I can make this out in an easy term. You need not to ratify this. Have anyone undergone through construction of their houses? And everyone has, any one of our in our class have gone through the construction of their individual house? Yes, they'll understand what I'm saying all about. Okay, and you've got the answer through it. See, remember, when we start a construction, is this for 3 months or more than 3 months? First of all, you tell us. Is when we start our construction, it is more than 3 months. It usually lasts for 1.5 years, right? Okay, so how do we make the payment terms more than 3 months? So it's a continuous supply of service from the ठेकेदार, है ना, the contractor. Now see, what is the payment term? We can decide the payment on some milestone. How could it be a milestone? I'll tell you. Say plinth. Plinth, we call it plinth, the floor level. Then the first floor, ground floor, then the first floor and the second floor. So we've divided the payment term on completion of event. Completion of event. This could be one term. The contractor told me, ma'am, please pay me on the first day of every quarter. So tell me, is the payment date fixed or not? It is not on any milestone. Rather, we fixed the payment date. And he told me, you pay me on first day of every quarter. So I'll pay it accordingly. We have no milestone and we have no date of payment. Whenever I feel that I need to pay, I make the payment. See, this could be two, three options now. Tell me. See, I made three option to you. We had three option. First, I'll pay you according the work done first. Second, I'll pay you. We fix a date. Accordingly, I'll pay you. We have no work done milestone. Neither we have a fixed date. Then I'll pay it according to my own choice. In that case, as the case may be, the invoice should be issued either before or at that date. Now tell me, do you people understood? As the case may be, the invoice should be issued either before or at that date. Now we'll read it. See, first option, the tax invoice should be issued either any case on or before the due date of payment when the date of payment is ascertained. See, this was the example. First day of every quarter. On or before at the time when the supplier of service receives the payment, when the due date payment cannot be ascertained. This was the third example. On or before the date of completion of milestone event, when the payment is linked to completion of event. That was the third case. Now tell me, do you people understood? Have you people got it? See, I give you in the example form. Then, if advance is received, the receipt voucher is required to be issued, not tax invoice. We did it itself only. It is just an advance. You have not done any work. Then I will not give you an invoice. Rather, I'll give you a receipt voucher, which is evident that yes, I have received 1 lakh from you people. That's it. Then illustration, Katyayani Security Service Limited provides security service to Royal Jewelry for the jewelry exhibition to be organized on 5th October. Perfect. So the date of provision of the service is 5th October. Katyayani Security Servant need to issue invoice. The answer is there, but you people tell me, if I am the security service, I can issue the invoice either before or within 30 days from the date of provision of the service. Have you people got it? Perfect. Yes, it will be. Beta, if it is 5th October, no, Anju, it is not 5th October, na beta. Either till 5th October or within 30 days from 5th October. That makes 4th November. Everyone. We have to issue the invoice in case of supply. Yes, which amount? But which amount? But the amount is not there. We're just asking about the date till what the invoice could be issued. Anjum, it's not about the amount. No, beta, Abhijit, it is within 30 days. Within 30 days, not after 30 days. Within 30 days, right? Now, MBM caterers, a registered person, provide the service of repair maintenance of electric appliances. Do you know the concept of annual maintenance contract? Usually we take it for the RO, washing machine, ACs, where these people come. Yes, so AMC, it is a case of AMC. Perfect. Now, on April 1, we entered into an annual maintenance contract with P for the air conditioner and washing machine. As per the terms of contract, maintenance service will be provided on the first day of each quarter for the relevant financial year, and payment of the same will be due on the date when the service. We've got it now. See, April, May, June, first quarter, and the service will be provided on 1st April. The payment will also be made on 1st April. So tell me, for the first quarter, the invoice will be issued till? For the first quarter, the invoice, yes, it will be issued till 1st April, because this is an example of continuous supply of service. You got it? Now tell me, for July, August, September, the bill will be issued on? Very good. 1st July. You've got the answer. So we've got it. Now we'll read the another one. Now, taxable supply of service between who is distinct person? Who will tell me? Any one hint, I'll get it. Who is distinct person? Yes, person having, yes, same pen are known as distinct person. Very good, very good. Okay, now we'll see. Uh, Insurance company, banking company, financial institution, including NBFCs, ठीक है, telecom companies, notified supplier of service by government, making taxable supply between distinct person. The invoice may be issued before or at the time of recording such supply in the books of account by the supplier. Very important, supplier. Or before the expiry of the quarter during which the supply was made. So, can anybody tell me? Now, I'll ask you. I'm Airtel Rajasthan office. And there is one more, Airtel Gujarat office. I have supplied the services to Gujarat office on today's date, 28th April 2026. Who will tell me the invoice will be issued by who? Rajasthan or Gujarat? See, give me the R or G is fine to me. The invoice will be issued by Rajasthan. Perfect. You've got this answer. Okay. So you've got this answer. Now, what is the last date? What is the last date? Till that, the yes, now see, remember, since nothing is given, so we'll take it. No, beta, it's not 45 days. Vijit, it's not 45 days. It's not the case of there. It is a case of distinct person. So we don't know when the account entry are made because ma'am have not mentioned that. Then we've got the other option, end of the expiry of quarter, and the quarter is April, May, June. So the invoice will be issued till 30th June. Have everyone got it so that I can change the question? Everyone got the 30th June? Okay. Okay, now I'll change it. Beta, I gave you a service on 28th 4th and I made the entry. I made the entry on 29th 4th, whereas you people made the entry on 1st May 2026. Now tell me, in this case, till what date can the entry be made? Whose date of books of account will be seen? 29th April. Perfect, because it is the example of supplier. Perfect. Everyone got it. Yes, yes. It could be different state we want to register separately. So we are not. Ajay, distinct person definition says person having same pen. Beta, Ajay. Distinct person doesn't need a different registration. It says different registration, but what is common? Their pen number is common. Okay, got it, Ajay? In both the cases, it's my pen number used. Perfect. Now we'll read it. There is some mismatch, but don't worry. I've made it for you people. I don't know when I got it downloaded from laptop. It just got blurred. Now, harmonized system of nomenclature, HSN code for goods and service accounting code for services. Code used for the classification of good is called HSN code, given by the World Custom Organization, and code used for the classification of service are SAC code. In fact, SAC, Service Accounting Code. Note, registered person having aggregate turnover in preceding financial year of up to 5 crore have been exempted from mentioning HSN in a tax invoice issued to unregistered person. What do it means? Let's read it from here. See, first of all, if my aggregate turnover is less than 5 crore, and whose aggregate turnover? The preceding aggregate turnover. Yani remember, the aggregate turnover of not current year, rather of preceding financial year is either 5 crore or less than 5 crore. Then I only have to mention 4-digit. I only have to mention 4-digit. That too only in case of B2B supply. And in case of B2C supply, it is my choice. I can quote also or not. But if my aggregate turnover exceed 5 crore, in that case, I have to mention 6 Abhijit, yes. No, but it's not any previous year. It is preceding previous year. है ना? Preceding previous year. Now tell me. But if my aggregate turnover of preceding financial year exceed 5 crore, in that case, I make either B2B supply or B2C supply. I have to mention 6 digit. Please learn this. This is an important topic to be considered. Everyone got it? Everyone done? Okay. वैसे usually how many digits are codes? मतलब numbers are there in HSN code? HSN code. I told you just before. Yes, it is 8 digit. It is 8 digit. है ना? So okay. Now requirement. This we've done. Okay. The question. The turnover of yellow private limited, red private limited, blue private limited in the preceding financial year is 1.5 CR, 4.8 CR and 6 crore respectively. While yellow private limited and red private limited are required to upload 4-digit HSN code, of course, uh, for goods sold to registered person, and uploading 4-digit HSN will be optional for 2 companies when goods sold to unregistered person. But since the turnover of Blue Private Limited is more than 5 crore, then they have to mention 6-digit, either B2B or B2C. Everyone got it? Done. Now, first of all, have you people understood till here? Have you people understood till here? Perfect. Done. What have we done till now? What have we done? We are only, should be shown out of 8 digit. Uh, Tax invoice. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We've done a tax invoice. Yes, yes. We did the last 4 digits, right? Okay. Now we are doing it bill of supply. We'll start with bill of supply. Who will tell me? For mention mandatory tax. Okay. Abhijit asked me for B2C, HSN code mentioning is mandatory in tax invoice. Yes, beta, even if it is less than 5 crore, you have to mention 4 digit. Right? Hanji, who will tell me when will the bill of supply be issued? Compo dealer, very good. Compo dealer and exempted good. Perfect, perfect. Bill of supply. Dhanalakshmi asked me when tax applicable, then tax applicable. Tax applicable, when tax not applicable, then BOS. है ना? Perfect, but I understood your feelings. So, a bill of supply has to be issued where there is no output GST. 8 digit. Samiran have asked me, ma'am, is there no beta? There is no threshold limit for reporting 8 digit. In India, it is still 6 digit only, but usually people quote all the 8 digit because usually people make their invoice system generated, and in system generated, they have the whole 8 HSN code. So, Shmita, there is no logic. Just to make it easy. है ना? Otherwise, mentioning a 6 digit or a 8 digit on the invoice make it complicated. Otherwise, nothing. है ना? Now, a bill of supply has to be issued where there is no output GST. Since there is no output GST, the detail of GST rate, GST amount not to be shown in the bill. Thus, the value mentioned in the bill of supply is not a taxable value. For example, a registered dealer supplying goods and service which are exempted from GST, no bill of supply to be issued. A registered dealer who follow composition scheme, have to issue bill of supply. Person opting composition levy shall use the word composition taxable person, not eligible to collect tax on supply, at the top of the bill of supply issued by him. So, if I'm a compo dealer, I'll write on the top bill of supply and not required to tell, not eligible to collect taxes from the customer. Now, content of bill of supply, beta, they are same, only one thing different. Here, you won't have the rate of GST and the amount of GST. I'll just do it fatafat say. Similar to tax invoice, only few requirement are different. Name, address of the supplier, consecutive serial number, 16 digit, date of issue, name, address, GST and UIN of the recipient, HSN code and SAC code, description of the goods and service, value of goods and service, both after and before discount, signature of authorized representative. However, if it is a e-invoice, the signatures are not required. Example, Patel's son is a manufacturer of good who opt for composition levy. It will issue a bill of supply to buyer of good and not the tax invoice. Everyone got it? Everyone got it? It's a easy one. It's not. Okay, this one is a good one. I like this. I'm selling. I'm selling agriculture product as well as I am selling. What should I sell? As well as I am selling Amul butter, a branded butter. Now tell me, agriculture product is exempted or taxable? Agriculture produce is exempted? Perfect, it's exempted. Or branded butter? Branded butter, it's taxable. Perfect. Now tell me how cumbersome it is for me. For here, I have to issue bill of supply. And here I have to issue tax invoice. Now tell me, true now? It become cumbersome to me. I have to see what I have sold. And if a person have bought both, if a person have bought both, in that case, I have to issue two documents. So government make it easy. It says do one thing, make one bill book only, which will be known as invoice cum bill of supply. So yes, that is possible. A registered person supplying taxable as well as exempted good can issue a single invoice cum bill of supply. Such single invoice cum bills of supply shall contain particular as specified in Rule 46, tax invoice and spatial invoicing. Don't learn that. It's just thing. Whatever the content of bill of supply is there, it has to be there. And whatever the content of tax invoice is to be there, it has to be there. Everyone got it? Everyone. Okay, now tell me, do you need break right now or after some time? As you wish. I know we've completed a lot more pages. It's very good amount. Shall we take a break? Perfect. So see, this is 7:21 right now. Shall we continue by 7:30? Perfect. Perfect. Done, done, done. We'll take a break till 7:30. I'm here only. If anyone have any question, can ask me out. Okay, Ayushi, 31. Okay, I'll be joining 5 minutes after. I'll also take a water break. Become a CA? Acha, I've got questions. I'll explain. My question related to GST, but not related to this topic. Can I ask? Yes, Abhijit, you can ask. Okay, we've got one more question. Ramachandran, yeah, you're free to ask. If I could, I will explain. Place of supply under section 1B, bill to ship to supply. The place of supply will be the third person, yes, on whose instruction the good have been delivered, perfect, and not the recipient. Hope this understanding is correct. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Place of supply, because in that case, two supplies are involved. Anna, perfect. That is nothing wrong in it. I want something out of topic. If you don't mind, can you please share? Abhijit, my CA journey. It's a good one. I have not taken any tuitions. I did it my own self, but I have only went through those BOS modules because at my point of time there were no tuitions. No, no, I told na. Okay, I've got one more question from Abhijit. ABC Private Limited is in Delhi. Buys a machine for their business purposes from DEF Limited. Okay, Abhijit, ABC Private Limited is in Delhi. I become ABC Limited, I'm in Delhi. Buys a machine for their business purposes from DEF Limited. Okay, in Kolkata. So I take you, Abhijit, you are in Kolkata. They told the supplier to install the machine in the Kolkata itself. Perfect. After that, what is the after that what the purchaser get ITC in IGST? Okay, and CGST according to bill to ship to model get IGST. Yes. If it is bill to ship to model, yes, IGST, because the original billing was on me. Yes, Abhijit, you were right here. Beta, in bill to ship to model, on whose instruction the goods is supplied, he get the ITC. So I'll get the ITC. I'll get off IGST. Perfect. I'll get it off IGST. Because for me, it's perfect, Abhijit. You were writing right. No issues with that. Thank you, Abhijit. Doubt apart from subject while studying, if you don't understand any concept, how to clarify the doubt, man. Dhanalakshmi, usually we've got classes of every subject. So ask the concerned teacher. But still, if it is not available, you have so many these Google Babas. Don't trust on Google Baba. Trust some specific, relevant, reliable information on the relevant site. Then you can clarify. You have to search. I also search for every word I need to understand. In case of Ramchandran have asked me a question, I'll answer. What is the supply of place in case supplied through e-commerce where the billing address is different from the delivery address? Billing address will be taken up as a bit of billing address. Then, ma'am, will you reading today? Please tell, ma'am, where you reading for? Abhijit, I'll tell you one thing. If you like something from your heart, you'll devote not only 10, 12 hours, you will devote 15, 16 hours. And once you start taking it like a burden, you won't even devote 0 to 2 hours. So don't take it like a burden. Take it that I want to do it because I only took it as my choice. So Abhijit, it is just an opinion how you have to follow. Hana, 10, 12 hours is manageable. Any tip? The Ramachandran, this is delivery address. Mm, the delivery, beta, in build to ship to model. No, it's not build to ship to model. Let me. What is the supply place in case supply through e-commerce where the billing address is different from the delivery address? Yes, beta, it is delivery address. Yes, it's not build to ship to model. Rather, it is a normal e-commerce. Yes, yes. It's the delivery address. I took it as build to ship model. Right? Any tips? Yes. Rather than going other books, different books one time, it's better to go one book multiple times. This is what my tip is. And I cleared my exams. Hannah, this is very important. Including classes or excluding it. Kashish, excluding it, though it won't be possible for you. It becomes too cumbersome. But yes, 12 hours a day, including the classes, is good enough. Have your sleep properly, Hana? And if possible, have that, what we call it, a small nap, a power nap. This is very effective. A power nap is very. Reading study mat is easy. Yes, Abhijit. Reading study mat is very easy. Nowadays, study mat is too good. This Sridhar, I can't say anything about it. I have no idea about the attempt dates, right? So this is, I have no idea. Shall we come back? Beta, take it as though it's a zeal for you and you have to clear it out and you will. Devote your time in a meaningful manner. It's not important how much you are reading. It's important how much is there in the mind. Pawan, I can't see as a career, it's a wonderful one, but become a knowledgeable one. Hannah? This is something we'll be doing it as seminars. For sure, when I'll have this seminar, I'll send the link. Okay, now shall we? Everyone. Sridhar, if they are coinciding, leave some of your BCom exam. Those could be done later on also. Anna, but your priority should be your inter. Done. So we'll start. See, it's more than only. Now, special cases, revise tax invoice. This I only did and you people know what it is. See, I got myself, my turnover limit exceeded 40 lakh on 1st April. I applied for registration on 5th April and I got the registration on 15th April. Now the thing is, for this tenure, I have to issue a revised tax invoice within 30 days. Why will I issue this? So that I can give the ITC to all the vendors having B2B purchases. Everyone got it? We've done it in registration. Right now? Shall I? Now, a registered person may issue revised tax invoice within 1 month from the date of issue of registration certificate. This can be done for all invoice issued during the period, starting from the date of effective registration and ending on the date of issue of registration certificate. So it says when you got the real registration from 15th April, within 1 month, you have to issue all your revised tax invoice. This is done to enable the recipient to take the ITC. Then the word revised invoice shall be indicated prominently. For this purpose, the expression tax invoice shall include any revised tax invoice issued by the supplier. So in tax invoice, we also include revised tax invoice. Now, Sarabhai Private Limited commenced business for the supply of goods on 1st April. They have the dates also same. The turnover exceeded the applicable threshold limit on 3rd September. 3rd September. Thus, it becomes liable to registration on 3rd September. It applied on 29th September within 30 days and was granted certificate on 5th October. Now we know from 3rd September till 5th October, he have to generate revised tax invoice and how within how many days? Who'll write? Within how many days? Yes, within 30 days. And those will be known as revised tax invoice, right? Now, special cases, consolidated revised tax invoice. A registered person may issue a consolidated revised tax invoice in respect of all the taxable supply made to an unregistered recipient during such period. Okay, first of all, you tell me. Here, I have some B2B also. I have some B2C also. Can I make consolidated tax invoice to all B2B? For example, there was A, there was B, there was C, D of rupees 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh. So can I make one bill of rupees? How much will it make? 3 or 3, 6, 10 lakh. Can I make one bill of rupees 10 lakh? You people tell me. No, na, I can't. They won't be able to get the credit. But if the same scenario happened here, can I make one consolidated invoice? But if the same case happened here, because here they can't have their ITC, this is what we are talking about, right? But we have terms and condition in it. We'll go through it. See, however, in case of interstate supply, where the value of supply does not exceed, very important. However, in case of interstate supply, where the value of supply does not exceed 2.5 lakh, a consolidated revised tax invoice may be issued separately in respect of all unregistered recipient located in a state. Simple. I have made some outward supply in Gujarat. And the point is, the value of supply doesn't exceed 2.5 lakh. So don't make separate bills. Rather, make one consolidated tax invoice, one per state. This is what it says. On the contrary, thus a revised consolidated revised invoice may be issued within 1 month from the date of registration. We've done it like, see, how? In case of interstate Rajasthan to Gujarat, B2C, business to consumer, taxable supply up to 2.5 lakh, state-wise consolidated revised invoice. Yes, for interstate B2C, business to consumer, taxable supply more than 2.5 lakh, recipient-wise revised invoice, and all intrastate B2C, that is business to consumer, irrespective of the amount, consolidated revised tax invoice. Have you understood, or shall I give you an example? As you say, see, we'll take it to interstate, and intrastate. We'll take it to interstate and intrastate. First, we'll take intrastate. If it is a case of intrastate, irrespective of the amount. Okay, example. Rajasthan to Rajasthan. Okay, I'll give you an example. You answer right. You people write the answer. I have supplied Rajasthan to Rajasthan. That means it is intrastate, right? And I have made supply to B2C and it worth rupees 10 lakh rupees. Tell me, acha, 10 lakh to A, B, C, D, E combined. All these 5 people have purchased from me goods worth rupees 10 lakh. Now tell me, I have to issue separate invoice or a consolidated invoice? Very good. Consolidated invoice irrespective of individual amount. Perfect. The next question. The next question is Rajasthan to Gujarat. Okay, so it becomes interstate. We'll divide it into 2 categories. Either the turnover supplies up to 2.5 lakh or more than 2.5 lakh. If it is up to 2.5 lakh, don't go person wise, rather go state wise. Now tell me, if it is up to 2.5 lakh, don't go recipient wise, rather go state wise. But if it is more than 2.5 lakh, then go recipient wise. Now you people understood? I missed one question. Intrastate B2C, business to consumer consolidated will be issued To whom, ma'am? Beta, I will only keep it with myself, but I have to issue one consolidated tax invoice. Very good, Sushmita. It could not be tracked. I could not trace now who were the consumers, so I will keep it myself. But for my return purposes, I have to do this. Got it, Sushmita? Got it? Right? Okay, now we'll do it. Special cases, consolidated tax invoice. You people answer me, this is the same thing. Love Kush Private Limited of Meghalaya done. Engaged in supply of gift item and repair services, provided you the following supplies. Okay, detail. Commencement of the business. He commenced the business of supplying goods and service on first both state, interstate, one invoice, right, ma'am. Dhanalakshmi asked me with 2.5 lakh, then for both state and interstate one invoice, right, ma'am. With 2.5 lakh, then for if there are two state, two invoices, two consolidated invoice will be issued, because up to 2.5 lakh it is state wise, and when it exceed 2.5 lakh then it is recipient wise, right? Perfect. So it says, Hannah. So it says, I commenced the business on 1st August. My turnover exceeded 10 lakh on 15th August, and my turnover exceeded 20 lakh on 5th September. Who will tell me? For goods and service, what is the turnover limit for registration? 10 or 20? And it's a case of Meghalaya. 2020, Meghalaya 20. Right? Then we have application for registration made on 28th September and registration granted on 6th October. The company seeks your advice as to how it should raise revised tax invoice. Beta, I'll issue revised tax invoice from 5th September to 6th October. And within how many days will I issue the tax invoice? Very good. Within 30 days. Perfect. Within 30 days, I'll issue the tax invoice. This is the same answer. Now, no tax invoice is to be very important. Okay, I asked you now, I told you in the initial class itself, I have purchased just a pen of rupees 5 rupees, just a pen of 5 rupees. The vendor will never give me an invoice, because whatever the cost of invoice is, that is also not the profit margin. In that case, at the end of the day, he'll issue a consolidated tax invoice. We are doing that now. A registered person may not issue a tax invoice if the value of the goods or service both is less than 200. The recipient is very, very, very important. The recipient is unregistered and the recipient does not require such invoice. Instead, such person shall issue a consolidated tax invoice for such supply at the close of each day. Beta, it could be asked at what interval? Then the answer is the close of each day. In respect of all supply, the small taxpayer, like small retailers, doing large number of small transaction up to value of rupees 200 per transaction to unregistered customer, need not to issue invoice for each such transaction. They can issue one consolidated invoice at the end of each day for all the transaction done during the day. However, they need to issue an invoice when the customer demand, but very important. But if the customer is demanding, you need to issue invoice irrespective of value. However, this option is not available to supplier engaged in making supply of service by way of admission to exhibition of cinematography film in multiplex screen. Okay, how many of us is fond of watching movies? I know nobody will say yes, but like I am fond of watching movies. How many of us is fond of watching movies? Perfect, perfect. Yes, we people are not bored. Anna, we people see watch movie also, right? Okay. Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me on Mondays, Tuesday, the show of morning 7 to 10 or 8 to 11 is very costly or a cheaper one? It is the working days I'm talking about. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's a cheaper one, na? Maybe of rupees 150 per ticket. In fact, don't take it 150 also. Maybe 100 rupees per movie show. Now tell me, it is more. Acha, we people are student. So it is B2C. Business to consumer. Now tell me, can the shop that cinematography film people can make one consolidated invoice at the end of the day? Do you feel is that possible? No, na, it's not possible, na. That is what is written. If it is a case of cinematography films, this option is not available to them. This is what is written. Now, above provision is also applicable to bill of supply. In case of bill of supply also, the same rule apply. Okay. Who'll answer? Jain and Son is a trader dealing in stationery item. It is registered under GST and has undertaken the following sales during the year. You tell me first. Raghav trader, you people are buyer, but you are B2B. हाँ भाई, the value is below 200, but do I need to issue invoice N or Y? Yes, because it's a registered person. Dhruv Enterprise, a unregistered trader, 358, B2C, but do I need to issue invoice? Yes, because it is more than 200. Then Gaurav, a painter, unregistered, but it is 500. It's B2C, but the invoice need to be issued because it is more than 200. Oberoi Orphanage, an unregistered entity. हाँ भाई, B2C, invoice issued? Very good, the first 10. Very good. Aradhya student, unregistered, 158, B2C and N. So at the end of the day, this vendor have to make a consolidated tax invoice in respect of these two transactions. Got it? Everyone, you've got it? See, everywhere it's written N, 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 N. So it seems to me like you've not got it. So you've got it or you've not got it. Now write why. Yes, it's why. Okay. Receipt voucher. Now we'll see receipt voucher. Next one. Next one. Okay. I know it becomes because we are not physically available to each other. It is on the online mode. So I make sure we do some kind of mock also so that you people are there. Ma'am, for small business, if transaction value cross rupees 200, then for the retailer, is it mandatory for issuing? Yeah, it is mandatory. Usually they don't issue, but yes, it is mandatory. Now, a registered person shall, on receipt of advance payment with respect to any supply of goods, service, both, issued a receipt voucher evidencing the receipt of such payment. The receipt voucher shall contain the following particular, namely, this I'll explain. I wanted to book an Activa, right? So the color which I wanted was not available. So he asked me to pay me 20,000 rupees advance. In order they can ask for that color from the manufacturer. So tell me, have I bought the Activa? Have I bought the Activa? No, na. So invoice could not be issued. The invoice could not be issued. But at the same time, my 20,000 is with those people. So they will give me a receipt voucher. Have everyone got it? They'll give me a receipt voucher. Yes, we have accepted 20,000 from ma'am for so and so reason. This is what it is. Now, what will be the content? The vendor's GSTN, consecutive number, 16 digit, date of its issue, my GSTN or UIN if I have it, description of good, amount of advance taken, the rate and the amount of tax, whether the tax is payable on RCM, and digital signature if by the authorized representative. Very, very important. Very, very important. Now, okay, I gave the advance. When the invoice was made, it is not known that what will be the rate of GST. Then we'll always assume it 18%. And in case we don't know whether I will take the goods from the vendor or I'll ask the vendor to supply it at my place, then the place will consume, take it as interstate supply. This is always an assumption point, right? Okay, note, HSN code for goods and services not required to be disclosed, done in receipt voucher, where the time of the receipt of advance, the rate of tax and the nature of supply is not determinable. Then the rate will be taken as 18% by default and the nature of supply will be taken as interstate supply by default. Everyone got it? Anji, done? Perfect, perfect. Now, refund voucher. Please understand before, then I'll read it. I give 20,000 for those vendors so that I can get that particular Activa color to me. But anyhow, I changed my mind and now I don't want to purchase the Activa. So, my first question is the invoice was not yet issued. The invoice was not yet issued. So, they will refund me my 20,000, and in that case, they'll give me refund voucher. Have everyone understood? They'll give me refund voucher, right? On the contrary, the invoice was issued. On the contrary, the invoice was issued to me and the supply was made. Now, in that case, the refund voucher will not be issued. In that case, the refund voucher will not be issued. Rather, dash will be issued. Who'll answer me? See, the invoice was given to me in regard of the Activa, but now I want that 20,000 refunded. Yes, Sushmita, the credit note will be issued to me. Have everyone got it? Shall I start reading? Yes, the credit note will be issued to me. Perfect. Right? Done. We'll read it. Where on receipt of advance payment with respect to the supply of goods or service or both, the registered person issue a receipt voucher, but subsequently no supply is made or no tax invoice, very important, no supply is made or no tax invoice is issued. In pursuance in pursuance thereof, the said registered person may issue to the person who made the payment a refund voucher against such payment. So, two important criteria. There should not be supply and the invoice would have not been issued, right? Now, refund voucher, again, the content. Name, address of the Activa vendor, 16-digit serial number, date of its issue. If I have a GSTN or UIN, then that number and the date of receipt voucher issued. If I'm refunding, that means someday I would have taken the advance, the reference to that, description of goods or service for whom the refund is made, amount of refund made, rate of GST, amount of GST, if any, whether the GST is payable on RCM basis or signature of the authorized representative. Now, invoice and payment voucher. Now we'll do the other one. Invoice and payment voucher. I know you people have done RCM. First of all, everyone, you people remember RCM? Are the content of voucher? Yeah, beta, it is for reading purposes. It's for the reading purposes, right? Now I'll give you an example what we are doing. Understand, then I'll read it. See, I'll change the color. He's a supplier and he is a recipient. And the service which are being supplied are under RCM. So my question to you people is, who will pay the tax to government? Take it easy and answer me. Who will pay the tax to the recipient? Very good. He'll pay the GST to government. Perfect, perfect. Now, my first example, and it says the supplier is unregistered. The supplier is unregistered. In this case, the recipient will issue an invoice. In this case, the recipient will issue an invoice and the recipient will issue a payment voucher. Have you people got the topic? In this case, the recipient will issue an invoice and the recipient will also issue a payment voucher. Have you people got this? Have you people got this? Yes, yes. Okay, now the second case. B. My supplier is registered. In this case, I will issue the invoice. But still, the recipient will issue me the payment voucher. Have you understood? Then I'll ask you the question. Have you understood? Everyone. Okay, can I ask you a question? in whether the supplier is registered or unregistered. Dash will be issued in both the cases. The dash will be issued in both the cases. Yes, payment voucher. Payment voucher will be issued in both the cases by dash. Who will issue the payment voucher? By dash, by recipient. Now we will read it and you will get it. Yes, this is what is mentioned in it. Perfect, perfect. Now see, a registered person who's liable to pay GST on RCM basis. 93 and 94. Hanji, 9394, everyone remember? 93, those goods and services. 94, the bidder. Hana? Shall issue a tax invoice of goods or service, both received by him from the unregistered supplier. Can anybody tell me which situation it is, A or B? The lines which I have read relates to A. Yes, relates to A situation. Perfect. Then invoice referred under section 31F has to be issued within 30 days from the date of receipt of goods service both. Now the important thing is, in how many days can I issue the invoice? Within 30 days. In how many days can I issue the invoice? Within 30 days of receipt of goods or service both, right? Then, a registered person who's liable to pay GST on RCM basis shall issue a payment voucher at the time of making payment to the supplier. So, can I say this whole case relates to situation A? Everyone got this? Can I say this whole situation relates to the whole paragraph situation? Perfect. Now, we have the other situation also now. We'll do it the next one. Inward. If the recipient is liable to pay tax on reverse charge basis, where he receives supply of such good service both, which are notified under reverse charge purposes under section 9(3), such supply can be received from a registered or an unregistered supplier. Now comes the situation 2. The supplier could also be registered. Now, further, the bidder, promoter is required to pay GST on reverse charge basis under section 9(4) if one or more of the following cases. Haan bhai, have you people done in RCM 9(4)? Have you people done? The case of builder have been taken up? Right? No? Perfect, perfect. In 9(4), the builder need to get this now? Now, a builder, promoter must purchase 80% of input and input service used in supplying the service from registered person. You people remember? If I am a builder, it is very mandatory for me that 80% of my input must be from the registered vendor, right? Then, in case of shortfall, he is required to pay tax under reverse charge on all the inward supplies to the extent short 80% of inward supply from registered supplier. People might remember, if I am a builder and in case I purchase 78% from registered person, then in case of 2%, I have to issue the invoice and pay GST. Do you people remember? Remember, if I'm a builder under section 9(4), then I should get all my inward supply at least 80% from registered people. But anyhow, I just got 78%. In that case, on the rest of 2%, I have to pay tax under RCM. Do you people remember? Do you people remember this? Please, yes or no. If you won't answer, I won't be able to, yes, but there are two exceptions. But see, but where cement is received from unregistered person, promoter builder has to pay tax on supply of such cement on reverse charge basis. But there is a difference on it. But if you've got cement, irrespective of this 80%, you have to pay tax under RCM if you took the cement from unregistered person. Tell me, is that correct or not? Or shall I give you example? Shall I give you example? Okay, see, remember. Okay, I'll see. I'm a builder. I'll give you example. I'm a builder. I purchased from all registered vendor 80% of all my faucet, paint, brick, etc. etc. And 20% I bought cement from unregistered person. Tell me, is this fine or is there something strange in it? Is the equation okay? I bought 80% of my goods from registered people and 20% cement from unregistered person. Is this fine? Have I met the criteria of 80%? Have I met the criteria of 80%? Beta, remember, in case of cement, I can't buy anything from unregistered person. I have to buy cement from registered person only. I have to buy cement from registered person only. So, irrespective of this 20%, I have to pay under tax under RCM. Now you got it? This is what the criteria is, right? I'll read it once again. See, where the cement is received from unregistered person, promoter, that is the builder, has to pay tax on supply on such cement on reverse charge basis, and the same rule apply on GST on capital good purchased from unregistered person is payable by promoter under reverse charge basis, and the same rule apply here also. If I buy any capital good from unregistered person, then I have to pay GST under RCM whether I have even taken 80% of material from registered people. So these 2 points are without limit. Yani it doesn't include in 80%. Even it is 80% criteria is fulfilled, I have to pay tax under RCM if I have got them from unregistered person. See, this is not in my syllabus, but I have a reference, so I have to cover it up. Have you people got it? It's not in my chapter, it's under RCM. Right, right. Ma'am, please repeat. I have to repeat. Okay. I've bought goods from, I'll repeat. You people tell me the answer. Now I won't repeat, rather I'll form it in question form. And I won't repeat. You people give me the answer. There I am, builder, DLF. I'm a builder, DLF. I have three inputs. Capital good, cement, and others. In others, it could be paint, it could be faucets, and it could be brick, it could be sanitary, blah blah. है ना? Now tell me. Here, here I have already achieved the criteria of 80% from registered person. Yani, whatever my sum total of inward is, I have already 80% of my purchases from registered person. Already, I have fulfilled the criteria. Now, I took cement of rupees 1 lakh from unregistered person, and I took a capital good of 5 lakh rupees from a unregistered person. Tell me, in this case, is the RCM applicable on me on these two criteria, on these two things? In this case, is the RCM, though I am fulfilling the 80% criteria? Yes, applicable, because the limit of 80% is not available in case of cement and capital. Do you remember? Got it? It's not applicable. Yes, yes. Dhanalakshmi, it is applicable. What is applicable? What is applicable? Beta, if you are buying cement and capital good from any unregistered person, forget about the limit. You have to pay GST under RCM. This is the simple language. Yes, Dhanalakshmi, perfect. Forget about any criteria, any limit. You have to pay GST. Hana? Now I'll read it. It's a memory test for you. So, ma'am, if Vijit asked me, ma'am, if one purchase cement, then also beta, The rest, for rest 20%, you have to pay under RCM. For cement and capital good, the limit is not applicable. Irrespective of the limit, you have to pay RCM. This is what the case is. Now we'll read it. Invoice and payment voucher. We did it. See, I made the same diagram. We'll do it once more. Where the recipient is registered, you people are registered, you people are recipient. Receive supply on reverse charge basis, and you are receiving some supply on RCM. So it could be either 9.3, the normal one, and the 9.4, the builder one. If the supplier is registered, then I will issue the invoice. But if the supplier is unregistered, in both the cases supplier is unregistered, then recipient shall issue the invoice within a period of 30 days from the date of receipt of goods or service. Tell me, did you people understood this diagram? Easily grasp. Take your time, understand and tell me. Did you people got it? Perfect. Now, on the contrary, you remember? Now, where the recipient is registered, you people are registered. You took some services from me under RCM, either under 9.3 or 9.4. Ma'am, did the builder still have to pay GST on cement if he buy from registered person? Samiran? Yes. Hana? Then it says the supplier is registered. The invoice case will not be there. If the supplier is unregistered and the supplier is unregistered. Now important, in all the three cases, what will be issued? In all the three cases, what will be issued? You people tell me, case B. In both, yes, the payment voucher will be issued. So this, we did it about the payment voucher. Okay. Before this, I start e-invoicing. Have you people have understood what have been done? Before I start with e-invoicing. Did you people got this? Can I ask you the questions? Then I'll take up e-invoicing. Can I ask you a question? Done. Everyone ready? Okay, everyone ready. Okay, my first question to you people is, I am a vendor who supply exempted good also and taxable good also. Have the GST given me any kind of favor, any kind of special thing which could be done? Yes, I can issue invoice cum bill of supply. Okay, next question. During that registration tenure, now I'm issuing revised tax invoice. Remember, listen it carefully. I'm issuing revised tax invoice. But the case is, it is interstate sale, it is interstate sale, and the amount does not exceed 2.5 lakh. Then how can I issue it? Recipient wise or a state wise? Very good. State wise. It could be issued state wise. Perfect. I'll change the case. In case of, if I opt for composition scheme, I have to issue dash. If I opt for composition scheme, bill of supply. Okay. Next question to you people are, if I have given you continuous supply of service, that means as per agreement between you and me, the minimum tenure must be, you write. As per agreement between you, me, the minimum, write it proper. Current it is wrong. End of quarter, don't write it. Yes, Ramchandran have write it right. Correct. It should be more than 3 months. Don't write it 3 months because 3 months is not a continuous supply of service. Next. I have installed more than 3. I have installed a machinery at your premises. I'm coming all the way from south to Jaipur. Tell me, in this case, invoice should be issued when? In this case, the invoice should be issued when? When I took the spare part from south, or yes, very good. When the machine is made available to you at the time of delivery. Very good. Okay, next. Can the tax invoice or invoice be one and the same thing, or they are different? See, my next question. My aggregate turnover of preceding financial year is 5.5 crore. My aggregate turnover of preceding financial year is 5.5 crore. If I am supplying bill of supply, how many HSN code do I need to write? If I'm supplying, very good, 6, because the rule applies on bill of supply also. Very good, very good. हाँ भाई, shall I start with e-invoicing? I can give you a brief about it. Can I start with e-invoicing now? है ना? We get it? Okay. First of all, understand what is e-invoicing all about. Hmm. ठीक है, e-invoicing doesn't means that you are preparing a e-invoice on GST portal. Please listen. If you understand what I'm saying, then you need not to even read it. You will get it what it is written. See, it doesn't means at GST portal, I'll make a invoice. This doesn't means this. Rather, what does it means? It means, ma'am, make an invoice as you usually do in your business. Make a e-invoice. Then we have some registration invoice registration portal IRPs. We have some IRPs. On those IRP, there are some mandatory field. There are some mandatory field. Upload them up there. Upload them up there. Once they are uploaded, you will get a invoice reference number by the department. You will get a invoice reference number plus a QR code to pay. And once it is done, that means your e-invoice have been made. That means your e-invoice have been made. Now the question is, why to introduce this typical option? Why to make this thing very important? If you issue a e-invoice, if you make a e-invoice, your GSTR3, that is outward supply, automatically get updated. Automatically. I have to repeat the process. Okay, I'll repeat the process. Easy. Take your time. Digest. See, if I'm issuing a e-invoice, that doesn't mean I'm issuing an invoice on GST portal. No, that is not a sense. No. Rather, what it is make an invoice the way you make it. Make an invoice. If you make it on some software, utility software, make an invoice there. But if you are under a obligation to make a e-invoice, then what you have to do, there are certain mandatory fields in this invoice. There are certain mandatory fields in this invoice, which you have to pick it up and have to upload on invoice reference portal, that is known as IRP. Sorry, invoice registration portal, which you have to upload there. Anjum, you've understood till here? Pick those mandatory field, and upload on IRP, invoice registration portal. Once you upload it, how will you know that your invoice have been uploaded there? You will know because once you upload it, you will get a invoice reference number in reciprocation along with QR code embedded on it, and this will be issued by the department. And once you get these both two, that means your e-invoice have been made. Now tell me, you've understood this? Yes, invoice reference number and QR code. You get these two things from the department. Done. Why this is required? No need to do this now. It becomes a tedious procedure, a typical one. So there are benefit of it, and the benefit is once I complete this all process, I will update it in my GSTR1. I will update it in my GSTR1 invoice wise. No need to do that. It will be automatically updated. At the same time, it will be shown in your GSTR2B. So once I update GSTR1, it will be shown in your GSTR2B. Now no required. It will automatically done by the authorities, and the e-way bill will also be generated automatically by the authorities. I need not to undertake these three process once I issue a e-invoice. Tell me, did you people understood? If not, I'll repeat it once again. Have you people understood? Yes. Done. Okay. So my question to you is, this is the further answer to it, but you people will answer. Actually, tell me, this e-invoicing is only important in B2B transaction, because seeing its advantage, it is applicable for B2B transaction right now. Yes. E-invoicing is applicable for B2B transactions, not for B2C. If you try to do B2C transaction, your e-invoicing facility will be locked. Next. Okay. Can anybody tell me, in case of export, do we get our GST refund? In case of export, do we get our GST refund? Okay. So the exporter will be happy if they get a return delayed, or they will be happy when they get a return prompt. When will be the exporter happy? When they get the delay? Yes. So e-invoicing scheme is applicable for two people, B2B and exporters. Did you people understood? Did you people understood? Wait, now the next question to you is, we've read all bill of supply, receipt voucher, then we have invoice. Everywhere there was written that signature of authorized person is mandatory. Tell me, here is a signature of authorized person mandatory? Tell me, you only tell me. No, it is not mandatory because it is already coming from the department. Shall we read it now? A basic idea I've given. Shall we read it? We'll do it a bit one, Hannah. Shall I? Shall I? Ma'am, e-way bill IRN number is generated at the same time. Yes, Abhijit. Yes, it is generated at the same time. Okay? Now, e-invoicing is not generating the invoice by government portal. The first mistake which student do is that they says e-invoice is made on the portal itself. Now, the taxpayer will continue to create their GST invoice on their own accounting software, billing ERP system. E-invoice is not generating of the invoice by an invoice registration portal. Now tell me, did IRP generated the e-invoice kya? That the invoice was already, the invoice was only generated by IRP. No, it was not generated by IRP. Actually, your billing system generated the invoice. Now, e-invoicing is an electronic invoicing system under which the taxpayer must upload, see, all B2B invoice on the IRP, invoice registration portal, electronically authenticate. But here only two type of invoice, all B2B and invoice issued for export. Bulk uploading of invoice to IRP is also applicable. Okay, I'll explain bulk uploading. We people are good with these technology. So for us, it is easy to upload simultaneously while we are issuing the invoice. But there might be some vendors who are not good in technology, like Jethalal. He doesn't even know how to speak English. In that case, Baga can do one thing. All the invoices which need to be uploaded on IRP can be uploaded but in bulk later on. Did you people understood the bulk uploading? It doesn't means real time. You can upload it later on also. You got it? Done? Okay. CBIC has clarified that there is no requirement to carry physical copy of the invoice in case where e-invoices has been generated by the supplier. Okay. Now tell me, do you remember this example? This is the invoice and this is the e-way bill. And they both have to be in the hard copy. But if your invoice is an e-copy, it is electronic invoice, you need not to carry the hard copy of invoice. The electronic waybill and the electronic invoice in your phone or any device is sufficient. Tell me, have you understood? Invoice, do we make invoice, ma'am? This e-invoice, we do every time we make invoice. Yes, Dhanalakshmi, either you can make it on the real time basis, or if not real time basis, you can make it at some point of interval as decided upon your turnover rate. The process is first e-invoice is generated by own accounting software. Yes, beta. Abhijit, perfect. First your own accounting software. Later on it is uploaded on IRP. That too only for B2B and export. Perfect. Till now. Everyone got it? Everyone. Okay? Everyone? Now. Process. Invoice has to be issued by the taxpayer by using his accounting software. The taxpayer must upload all B2B invoice on IRP, informing and intimating the IRP that invoice has been issued to the buyer by registering that invoice on IRP as per e-invoicing schema. Beta, this process is known as e-invoicing schema. Can I ask you a question? Tell me, as a vendor, there will be n number of vendor in India. True, na? There will be n number of vendor in India. N number of vendor. And the invoice will also be n number. And the invoice will also be n number. So is one invoice registration portal enough? Is one IRP enough? See, there are 10 invoice IRPs. See, there are 10 IRPs issued by the government so that there is no communication gap. There is no lag in the internet. You people understood why 10? There are 10 portal where you can upload. If not this, you might go get some other. Now, after this IRP will authenticate the invoice and will return the e-invoice with unique invoice reference number, adding QR code and digitally signing the invoice. See, I told you now, you'll get two things. One QR code and one invoice reference number. A GST e-invoice will be valid only. Okay. If you get an invoice from the portal but IRN is missing, then that invoice is not valid. That means in order to have an e-invoice, IRN is, yes, Dhanalakshmi, it shows QR, shows amount. It point is dynamic or static, which again depends upon the turnover of the preceding year. I'll be doing it now. Now, the supplier will share the e-invoice with the receiver. The invoice information is transferred in real time to the IRP, to the GST portal, e-way bill portal, GSTR1, GSTR2A of the receiver will also get automatically updated. See, I told you now, once you upload the e-invoice there, the information there, the three things will automatically happen on real time basis. If e-way bill required, it will be made. For me, the vendor, GSTR1 will be updated, and for you people as a recipient, GSTR2 will be automatically updated. Have you people got this? Everyone? Perfect. Presently, invoices, credit note, debit note, when issued by notified person. Beta, who's the notified person? What is the criteria to issue e-invoice? Who's the notified person? What is the criteria? When e-invoice is mandatory? We did. Nah, I should have perfect. My turnover should cross this. Yes, exceeding 5 crore in preceding financial year. Now, to registered person or for the purpose of export are covered under e-invoice. Very good. Better take it this example. The whole process is known as e-invoice schema. This whole process is known as e-invoice schema. It's a uniform standard format for everyone. It is same. where you upload the invoice. This is known as GST INV1. Contain mandatory field. I told you now there are some specific field to be reported there and applicable for all business across the country. So this whole process is known as e-invoice schema. This whole process is known as e-invoice schema. So we'll read it. Now, this is the last thing I'll read and then we'll wind up. So, this uniform standard format containing specified field applicable for all the business across the country is known as e-invoice schema. It is notified in Form GST-IMV1. E-invoice schema mandate that particulars shall be reported in electronic format. So e-invoice schema tells us what are those basic content which should be reported on IRP. Invoice detail in prescribed schema to be reported to IRP in JSON format, which is a code. I also don't know this very much, but it is some kind of computer language. JavaScript object notation, JSON, can be understood as a common language for system machine to communicate between each other and exchange data. Did you people understood? Tell me. Then we'll wind up. Have you people understood e-invoicing? Do you want me to do this concept of IRP or IRN? We've done it. Can I read it? Can I read it? It is related to our concept. So that after a gap, we are not with a fresh mind. So, invoice registration portal. How many portals are there available? IRP. How many IRPs? Very good. It's in website? Yes. For uploading or reporting the invoice? Yes. By notified person. And the notified person are whose aggregate turnover in preceding financial year exceed 5 CR. This is the yes. Invoice reference number. Once you upload, you get IRN. Unique reference number generated and returned by IRP. Yes, this portal give you this number. On successful registration of e-invoice, GST invoice will be all valid only with valid IRN. Can anybody tell me? Do we have anything else on this along with this IRN? Do we have anything else? Yes, we have a QR code. Yes, along with digital signature by the department. So we need not to have, yes, yes. Now tell me, have you understood till here? Today we are, every day when I take a class, I take a target. I'll be completing this much portion. But today, this is the first time I have extended my target. According to me, I was not sure that we'll be starting with e-invoice today. But anyhow, we started with e-invoice. Hana? Small retail entity. Yes, Abhijit, it is very much difficult. Hana? But I'll say consolidated tax invoice should be issued. What else can be done? Or 1,000 separate invoices. If it is less than 200, then go with in fact, I'll tell you one more thing. When you make a payment online, so one cannot hide with the billing detail, but one cannot hide the sale because it's there and there. So in that case also they have to issue an invoice. The details. So how do IRP generate e-way along with the e-invoice? Samiran, yes, Samiran will be doing e-way. I will only be doing e-way. Beta e-way will contain two parts, part A and part B. In part A, the detail of consignor and consignee are done, and in part B, the detail of transporters are done. So part A is completed there itself. It is that answer, है ना? Put GST updated by suppliers required right now. Once we do e-way. Yes, yes. There we'll have. I'll give you the reference to this topic also. Hana, then we have, then output GST updated by supplier is required. Of course, Dhanalakshmi, matlab it is not that I will not file my GSTR1, I will file. But in GSTR1, I have to give invoice-wise detail. In that case, when the e-invoice is generated, that particular detail is need not to be filed by me because it has already been uploaded there. This is what the answer. Hana? Yeah, right? Return also I'll do it. There also I'll tell you. I'll give you the reference of everything. Hana? I make sure whatever is coming in the content, I give you the reference so that a revision take place. Hana? I always try to do that up. Okay, shall we end the class now? Perfect. Okay, so I've got a homework for you people. Please listen. I've got a homework for you people. The homework is whatever we have done, whether with me or the other teachers, please go through the past papers. See if you have any doubt, ask us till the time we are available, right? So for you people, the test is the homework is go through the registration chapter, exam past question, whether it is the model test paper are available to you at POS side and along with your this also invoice also, because what is left is now the debit note and the credit note. The maximum portion have been covered by me in the today's class itself. So this is a homework. In the next class, I'll be taking up some of the past questions. I'll bring it up for you. Right? Done. Shall we end up the class? Perfect. So good night, everyone. Have dinner. Good night. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Good night.